An object fully or partly immersed in a liquid is buoyed upward by a force equal to the weight of the liquid displaced by that object. Right, whatever floats your boat, mate. Hello everyone, and welcome to the Mod Spotlight. Today I'm doing the Archimedes mod, and this basically just adds ships. So we've got boats and airships, and there's my airship over there, but ignore that for now. I'll do that at the end. That's the most exciting bit. Not that the boats are boring. They are definitely exciting, but not as exciting as flying. So I thought I'd get that bit out the way first. Also, I'm not going to do the recipes today. I thought I'd try and make this a little bit snappier, and it's not necessarily a tutorial as much as a sort of showcase, and I thought the recipes took me too long and most people probably don't care about the recipes. But if you do care about the recipes, let me know, and I'll put them back in, if enough people want them back, or let me know if you enjoyed it without the recipes. But I thought to try and save on time, I wouldn't do the recipes this time, just try out a new way of doing it. So, to build a boat, what you want to do is you want to, you first need to start with these blocks called floaters. And you want to start with these blocks called shore buffers. So there's a shore buffer, there's a floater. And what the shore buffers do is when you actually build your ship, the shore buffers, they make a buffer between what becomes part of your ship and what doesn't. So you can place your floaters on top of the shore buffers, and let's make it 5 wide. That's a good size. So what the shore buffs do is they won't attach to your boat once you actually make it, and I'll show you how to do that in a sec. So once you want to lay out a floor of sort of the basic shape that you want your ship to be. So we're going to go like this. So that's going to be the shape of our ship, and then you can just build whatever you want on top of it. So I'm going to put a stone slab sort of corner type thing around all the edges. With this little raised bit on the corners. And then I'm going to cover it in cyan carpet, because I think that looks quite nice and doesn't take up too much space. Then we still have a quite low profile little boat there. Let's make it a little bit more aesthetically pleasing and have something like that. That's brilliant. You weren't expecting anything like that today, were you? But then you'll need to take this block called the ship hull, and you place it anywhere on the boat. I'm going to place it at the front because that's a bit more traditional. And then you can take these things called measurement gauges. You don't need them. And if you shift click on top, you add them. And they'll basically show you speed, direction. It's like a compass and a speedometer and stuff on the top. And then you just right click the ship hull. You click compile ship. And then if you want to fly it straight away, you click mount ship. And then just by using WASD, you now have a ship. I'll go in F5. You can probably put a chair down and make it look a bit more natural. There's a ship over there that I was testing out. But it does go quite fast. So you can see we've made this big old ship. It's taking all the blocks with us. The turning radius is a little bit low, but not bad. Oh, can we squeeze through? Probably should have picked a better bit of ocean to test this out, or maybe built a smaller boat. But you can build as big a boat or smaller boat as you want. So you can build a little raft, Huckleberry Finn style if you want. But yeah, that's so you just there's no acceleration or anything. There's no like sprint key. I'm not going to be able to get out, am I? No. So we'll go for a little test drive up the other direction. It's pretty easy to control. It's just WASD. So W is forward. Oh god! Luckily, unlike other boats, like the wooden boats that you might normally be able to make, you can if you hit the wall, you're not exactly going to break your boat, which would be an absolute disaster. Let me through. It's a little bit of a tight fit. It does have a sort of a quite big block radius, if that makes any sense. So it's a little bit of a fuss to get through some tight spaces. But it's doable. It's definitely doable. I've done it, and I don't even have a driving license. So it's definitely doable. So you can pick up quite a bit of speed, as you can see here. We're about to run out of, oh, well, there's a bit. So you can see you can pick up quite a bit of speed. And then just to exit, you press crouch, and you're off. Oh god, don't want to hit that. So then it'll just float there until you decide you want to hop back in. Let's set the time to day. Let's go back. Oh god. Time set day. Oh, there's a plane going overhead, and I know I always say this, but I'm sorry if you can hear it. There's nothing I can do. There's always planes going overhead. This is London. So here I built myself a little airship. Nothing too exciting, bit of balloon. But what you need to build an airship is you build whatever shape you want, and then you need to add air balloon. It comes in all sorts of different colours, all the colours of wool. You can do all the colours of air balloon, so cyan, purple, black, white, red, all the colours, all the colours. And then, much like before, you place down the ship's helm, and I'm going to place it here actually. And we won't put on the measurement gauges this time, as I think they actually look kind of ugly. But then you just right click. Actually, let's go into survival mode. Let's make this proper hardcore. Let's do /game mode 0. And you press compile ship. There we go. So 293 air balloons, 425 blocks. And you press mount ship. And did my paintings fall off? Oh, my decorative paintings fell off. It's a disaster. But with WASD, you control where you're going. We'll go in F5 again, I guess, so I can show you the ship. It's all moving. Did my decorative... Oh god, don't crash. And then you press X to ascend. So you can see we're going up now. We'll head over the village a bit. And then it's also Z to go down, as you see there. But let's head back into first person and control the ship. So we need to press X to get over the... Oh god, oh god. Come on, I want to make it. I don't want to crash into my village, as I don't exactly know what happens. It'll probably be messy. Because it's like, these are kind of real blocks and kind of not, because they're not really aligned with the rest of Minecraft. Oh yes, we made it. So let's go fly past the clock tower. We'll go F5, you can see a bit more that way. You can also add passenger seats. So you can't stand on the blocks by default when they're sort of moving like this, because they're not real blocks, if you understand what I mean. They're sort of kind of there just to be seen, but not really in the actual world. But you can add a passenger seat, so you can bring all your friends. So if you've got this installed on a server, you can build a big old boat and put all your friends on it with lots of passenger seats, and have a driver and send them all off on this crazy adventure. So let's go over and see the castle. Let's go up a bit. The controls are very, very easy, and the recipes and these things really aren't too expensive. I mean, the default is you have to have. God, I didn't build my balloon properly. That's a bit embarrassing. It's not symmetrical. Don't worry about that. But you need 40%. So 40% of your ship needs to be balloons. That's the only rule. And then as long as you got that, then you can take off. And I definitely would suggest putting a seat where the captain is as well, because, well, I just look a bit funny. I've just shoved my, because you can see that's the wheel texture on the hull there. So literally, I've just shoved my feet in the wheel and I'm steering like that. So I honestly wouldn't recommend that. And then, if I'm correct, so we've done a little tour, pretty awesome. But if I'm not mistaken, if I crouch to get out of it, it actually gives me a little parachute. So do that. Yay! I got a parachute. So if you're like in survival mode and not flying, it'll give you a parachute to descend from. So there we are. And as you can see, this ship continues flying for a little bit. It has some momentum. So goodbye ship. I don't know what I'm gonna do with it now. I'll leave it be. But that'll pretty much wrap it up. Oh god, I'm not in creative, am I? We'll go to the cake room to wrap it up. But the secret word for today, to prove that you got this far, so comment it down below if you got this far, to prove that you got this far and that you're hardcore and that you deserve my hug. I'll give you a hug or a cookie. I'll hug your cookie. So yeah, if you do enjoy these mod spotlights, make sure to leave me a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're new. But no pressure. Don't subscribe if you want to. Do all these things if you want to. Use the buttons accordingly. Don't let me tell you what to do. Did I give you a secret word? I think I was talking about the secret word, but then I didn't actually say it. The secret word today is salted. And see if anyone can guess why I've said salted. It's probably not going to be that hard to figure out. But yeah, so I hope you enjoyed. The link to the mod is down in the description. Give it some love. Tell them I sent you. But apart from that, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!